Hi, Sheila here, and I wanted to welcome you to another episode of Sheila's Take. And there was something that I've been thinking about, and I wanted to share on this episode. And it's about how can operating from a kind heart change your role for the better? It's something that I wanted to explore, the incredible impact that operating from a kind heart can do. I mean, it can change your mind. It can open up your heart. So, let's talk about that. We live in a world where sometimes it feels dominated by so much negativity, and practicing kindness can be a really revolutionary act of love and compassion. But what does it truly mean to operate from a kind heart? What does that mean? And I'm talking about like being genuine, having genuine empathy, understanding, and a willingness to put ourselves in other people's shoes, right? Kindness to me is like a ripple effect that spreads far beyond our immediate interactions. I mean, just a small act of kindness can transform relationships. It can heal wounds, and even sometimes it can even impact entire communities. But one of the most beautiful things is that being kind does not require like any grand gesture or elaborate acts. It's like the everyday moments of kindness that truly hold the power to change lives, right? It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost me anything to be kind to someone or anyone. Um, those of you who have been listening to my podcast in the past, you know that I have been on a kind of a journey this year um, with my overall health, my wellness, my self care, and one of the things I'm working on is also be trying to be a much kinder person. You know, as a Christian, if I want to call myself a Christian, I have to I have to emulate Christ and act Christ-like, and one of the things is being kind and watching my tongue. And I did an episode on taming your tongue, and those are things that I'm working on within myself. So actually today I was at the supermarket. Earlier today I was at the supermarket with my 10-year-old son, and we were about to check out, and I was online, and I was talking to him about, his the way we should speak to people and how he talks sometimes to his friends, and it's just how you talk to people in general. And as I'm discussing with him, a the woman behind us, she kind of hears what we're saying, and she, kind of chimes in, and she's like, yeah, operating, using a kind heart is really, really something good. If being kind to people, doing kind things. And she, excuse me, she shared about how she was at, I don't know, I don't remember if it was Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, it was Starbucks actually. She was at Starbucks, and she did the simple thing of buying an extra coffee and offering it to a stranger. Someone she didn't know. She didn't want anything from that person. And when she did that, it was like a pay it forward. Then she said the next person, or the person behind her, bought coffee for someone else. So she started like a cycle of generosity that probably lasted for some time, because she said like two or three other people did that after her. So imagine that. Imagine the fact, you're uplifting the spirits of not only the customers, right? And the people that you're sharing the coffee with or buying the coffee for, but you're also even the workers there, the people who are serving the coffee. I think the people who work there, the baristas, that's what they're called. Yes. So, she did that, and as she's talking, and there was a guy that was behind her. I don't know if they were together, but he was talking about how it was important, to be kind, within himself, so that he could better understand his family, his loved ones, his children. You know, he went on to talk about how being an active listener when they're talking about things, and setting aside judgments and prejudging them, and responding with understanding and love, that helped deepen his connections and transformed his relationships with his children. You know, and my son is taking all this in, and hopefully, he was able to, he was downloading it, and he will retain it. But it's incredible how small changes in our approach can make such a significant impact in people's lives, right? But operating from a kind heart isn't only about improving our personal relationships, it's also about creating a positive wave in the world around us. We can do things like volunteer at local charity organizations, or um, uh, go to homeless shelters, or um, just lend a helping hand to a stranger. If you see someone who needs something, or uh, is in some kind of, just needs help, i- take the opportunity to help them out, and it doesn't cost anything. The opportunities to be kind are infinite. It is infinite. I know this past year, the year before last, they were building homes out here for Habitat for Humanity. That's a great cause, building homes for people who need them. There's so many things that can be done, um, to give you the opportunity to be kind, right? But one of the things I was thinking about, on how, when I after I left, and I'm driving home, and I'm thinking about how can we, or how can I incorporate kindness into our lives authentically? So how can you incorporate kindness into your life, authentically? And one of the things that, I thought about was with self reflection and self care, right? When we treat ourselves kindly, and we fill our hearts with compassion, then we become equipped to spread that kindness to others, because kindness begins within. How can we be kind, and love others, if we're not kind and we don't love ourselves, right? One of the things that we're commanded with, or Jesus commanded with, is to love others as we love ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, how can we love others? If we're not kind to ourselves, how can we be kind to others, right? But it's also important to acknowledge that being kind does not mean that you're going to be a doormat, or ignoring what our own needs are. No, but I don't. I truly do not believe, you do not have to be a doormat to be kind. It's about finding a balance. It's about an understanding that kindness should extend not only to ourselves, it should extend to ourselves as well, actually. But by setting boundaries and practicing self compassion, and recognizing the importance of self love, we can create a strong foundation for kindness to flourish, right? And Yeah, I think that's good. We if we do that, we can build a strong foundation for kindness to flourish. And as I go on this journey, let's do it together. Let's do this journey together. Let's embark on this journey of kindness together. You know, let's embrace the transformative power of a kind heart. Let's start a ripple effect that will bring joy and love and positivity wherever you go, I go, wherever we go. Let's do that, right? Let's be that type of a person that when people see us, they're happy to see us, right? Because we're bringing that kindness and empathy and being genuine, right? Kindness is a personal choice, but it can have such a profound impact on our relationships and the world around us. You know, practicing kindness should flow from genuine empathy and compassion, and it starts with loving ourselves. You have to love yourselves, people. You have to love yourselves. And trust me, the world needs your kindness. It needs my kindness. It needs your empathy. It needs our empathy. And it needs our beautiful light to shine brightly. It needs that. In this world today, that's what it needs. This I hope you have enjoyed this episode on how can operating from a kind heart change your world for the better. Um, and I hope it has opened up your heart and you be the change that you wish to see in the world. And if you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, share it with your family and your friends, and you know, uh, just go out there and be as kind as you can. But remember, kindness does not mean you are a doormat, right? Peace, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.